The market is as hot now, if not hotter, than it was back during the housing boom of 2006. With housing being so similar today to the way it was back in 2006, right before the crash, many homeowners are worried about the market here in San Diego crashing like it did back in 2008. The good news right now, though, is that foreclosures and short sales, according to NAR, represented less than 1% of all home sales in the month of August. Hi everyone, I'm Don Pelletier of the Don Pelletier Group. I totally understand your concerns. I was selling homes back when the market crashed, and as I recall, there was a decrease of 45% in San Diego home prices between the mega crash of 2008 and through the end of year 2013. I sat across from many homeowners who lost their homes to short sales or even worse, foreclosure. It was horrible, and I tell you, I will never forget it. So the question that many people are wondering is this going to happen again? Honestly, as experienced as I am in real estate, I just don't know the answer to that. But what we can do is look at the facts as much as possible. One thing we all can be certain about today is that there isn't much to be certain about. Really, I'm not trying to be a pessimist here, but it's also very important to be as much of a realist as possible. We cannot truly foresee what the housing market is going to do. One thing we are seeing and are certain of is that there are a lot of people still losing their jobs, and we're still seeing many restaurants and small businesses close down across our city, across the state, and the country. And much of that is on a local level, so yeah, it's absolutely scary. We also don't know how long this pandemic is going to last and what the economic impact will be on the economy as a whole or on the housing market. But here are a few things that we do know as of right now. And just like there's a new social media site that takes over in just a few days or just as quickly as technology changes, well, my viewpoint may also change in the coming weeks, just depending on what happens. But as of right now, what we are seeing locally in San Diego is that homes are selling very quickly. The lower the price point, in fact, of the home, the more offers and competition we're seeing. Recently, we had 16 offers on a property we listed. The sad news is that means 15 buyers did not get the home. For buyers, getting an offer accepted at a price point such as $600,000 is very competitive because inventory is so low, which makes it definitely a great seller's market. In my humble opinion, there are several reasons for this. One is that a lot of sellers were holding off earlier in their year due to the uncertainty of what was going to happen with COVID. Also, number two, interest rates are being at their near all-time historical lows is driving the market, allowing more buyers to enter the market. And also given that we are in an election year, it's just around the corner, historically housing tends to stay pretty good during these times. So with the market looking so good, many people are asking if I feel it will continue to significantly go up or not. I must advise that I do not foresee the market going up significantly in the long run, primarily due to a lack of affordability. However, for now, I believe prices will likely increase for the foreseeable future into next year. I feel that once the election is over, though, we may see the negative effects of what's happening globally, and it could take a toll on the housing market. But again, this is just my humble opinion. I just can't see with all the jobs that are being lost and businesses both locally and nationally closing down, how that cannot have some negative impact on the housing market, at some point. So throughout my 36 years in this industry, when sellers in the past have come to me right around this time of year and asked me if I think it's a good idea to sell now with the holidays right around the corner, I've always recommended that if they can wait to list, it was probably better to try to list their homes right after the holidays and to have a target date to be on the MLS for sale by around January 11th or so. It always worked out really well. And in previous years, I would recommend waiting. However, that is not what I'm recommending now. When sellers call me right now and ask my opinion, I think now is an unprecedented, opportune time to sell, given the low interest rates, dramatically low levels of inventory on the market, and huge buyer demand. Also, the absolute uncertainty of what lies ahead, we just don't know. So I think it's an exceptionally opportune time to sell. I'm seeing firsthand homes selling for $10,000, $25,000, and even $50,000 more than the full list price. We routinely create overbids for our sellers to derive the very best price and terms for them on an ongoing basis. According to Lawrence Young, the National Association of Realtors chief economist, he says, and I quote, "Shortages of homes for sale have proven problematic in the housing industry over the last few years, but have grown even worse in recent months. Housing demand is so robust, but the problem is supply is not, and this imbalance will inevitably harm affordability and hinder ownership opportunities," said Young, end quote. I agree and believe that now is an opportune time to sell. Now, this is just my personal opinion based on a wealth of experience, and While I don't have a crystal ball, I will say that I've been pretty good at forecasting market trends in years past, based upon my extensive involvement in the market on a daily basis. I hope that helps everyone, and please reach out to me if you have any further questions or need any additional help whatsoever. We're always here to serve you, and you can contact me at 858-336-1114. As always, make it a great home selling and buying day.